And welcome to PSGL F11 round 10. It is China. I am Sorry, joined by Lewis Marshall, and we have two drivers with us as usual. And I'll let you start with the first one, Marshall.
Yes, and I've just gotten a notification saying we're live now, so that's good. So,
It is.
Finally.
so yeah, Dion, quickly, thoughts on China? Do you like the track? I know we've already asked this question, but no one else heard.
Yeah. I don't like the track, the most, but it's in the middle because I don't have a lot of practice, but still don't hate it. So in the middle.
Yeah, and I hope everyone knows the best strategy around here. Mediums to hards or hards to medium. So, what's it like in qualifying on the mediums? Is it like a one-shot quali or can you do 2 laps?
Yeah, maybe I'm trying a two-stop, but and then start on the soft, but I will see what everyone does because of if everyone started on soft, I set my best lap in quali also on soft, and the other way around. So.
Yeah, I recommend don't go on softs in quali. The 2-stop doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So if you've got any drivers in the street, start on mediums or hards. So, or if you want to entertain us, go on softs.
Yeah, maybe I do that because I'm quite good at time management. So.
Yes, maybe softs hards if you're feeling risky.
Yeah, risky, but
It'll be slow on the softs, but
yeah.
And potential rain. Would you like some rain, or do you want it to just be a nice, dry, fun race?
I think in the rain I'm better here. So yeah, maybe changeable conditions, starting from the rain to dry or to light rain. Yeah, would be nice.
Yeah. So good luck tonight. We have to be quick because I'm not sure when we're starting. So I'll let Sandro quickly interview Alamonda.
Yes.
Well, over to us then, Mark. And first of all, how do you like China?
Yeah, it's kind of a track that's there, isn't it? It's not a hateful track, but it's not a spectacular track either. I mean, Sector 2 is quite fun, nice, sequence of corners. The fast left-hander in the middle of the sector is quite fun. You kind of judge that. But yeah, it's a typical Herman's Hill modern circuit. I mean, I call it the inferior Malaysia in some ways.
Well, I wouldn't disagree with that, to be fair. The Malaysia track is similar in a lot of aspects. But nonetheless, though, sitting in third place in the championship so far, you dropped a little behind Dino and Black Phoenix now. Do you see chances to get back in that fight, or?
I mean, realistically, I wasn't really sort of right on the necks of them throughout, really. Every time I got close, I then had unfortunate circumstances in the following race. So, but it's a solid position to be in. I think top 5 of the championship looks really good, which was more than what I expected going into season. I was going for like top 8, but yeah, no, I'm. This should hopefully be a solid track for me. I don't really care if it rains or it's dry. I just want to have a race free of incident because I haven't had one in a while. Since Italy, actually. It's all gone wrong since Italy.
Well, we all want an incidents-free race, but can't always get that. However, with not too many tracks left on the calendar, 5 exactly, we're being China, Bahrain, Canada, USA and Brazil. Any more chances for victories, you think?
Well, I think Canada possibly, because I don't tend to get a lot of time penalties compared to the rest of the grid, so that could be a chance if I'm sort of there at the end, especially if there's like a late safety car, there's a street circuit. But to be honest, all of the tracks remaining after China, I'm okay at least. Brazil, I think Brazil is probably the strongest of the 4. After that, I always go strongly there. It's just a nice track that seems to always suit my driving style. So that'll be looked forward to. Yeah, but I think it'll be a nice run to the end of the season, I think, after tonight.
Fair enough, fair enough. And then final question for the Constructors' Championship. You and Matt sitting in 5th right now. So what's the main goal of the season for the Constructors?
Well, I guess to stay there, because I think given that Matt likes to not qualify, it does kind of, compromises a little bit at times. But it doesn't matter really. I mean, the Constructors Championship was never really a focus for me going into this season. Maybe it will be next season, but I've won 3 of them in PSGL already, so winning a Drivers' Championship would be nice. I don't think it's going to happen this season, but we'll see what happens here.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna wish you good luck then, and maybe we'll see you again after the race.
Yeah, possibly. We'll see. Bit of luck. Good luck.
Thank you. And over to Austin Marshall, but before that, let's just quickly mention PSGL official partner Brutal Democracy. You can find them on brutaldemocracy.com, or if you would like to find their Twitter, it's BDG_esports. For content, you have them on One Brutal Force on Twitch and Brutal Democracy on YouTube, and on Instagram you'll find them with Brutal Democracy. Funding PSGL with 250 quid of prize money for the top 3 tiers. What a nice gesture, isn't it, Marshall?
Yeah, it's proper nice if in the top 3 tiers fighting for the championship.
Unfortunately, though, we're not going to be getting any money, but...
But if you are, good luck to you, and no pressure.
I'm in F8 at the moment. I don't think it's in my cards, to be honest.
F8 to F3, easy.
I mean, if I had the determination, I had to improve my pace on F1 as I did, well, last year at this point, then maybe I could have worked my way up a little. I don't think F3, but
I reckon you could
F1's kind of become that game that I'm just like going on for races now, so I'm not gonna go any higher, I think, to be honest.
I remember he used quick last game. He was definitely up there, I think.
I had my moments, but I was a bottle as usual, so you know.
Look, things just never change.
But I would dare to say I had good pace on my best tracks.
Yeah, for sure. I remember, well, not remember, but I've seen your name up there a few times last game. But
yeah.
I don't really watch much F1 streams.
Oh, you would watch to see me bottle though.
Oh yeah, I do come now and again to see you near the back, maybe.
It's more like in the wall. I think I finished 2 races this season. One of them being a 2nd place, the other one being a 10th place, I think.
Points at least.
Well, yeah, there are still people who doesn't have points, but nonetheless, though, we are in quali. And who do you reckon we're gonna see fighting up there today?
I think you have to say that Black Phoenix, Alamonda, Dion. They're all probably top 3 quickest in the tier, probably.
Don't forget about JMK as well.
Yeah, and Dino. Never counting out. Pace.
I wouldn't say. I don't think we're gonna see Dino in the top 3 in quali. Mainly because, well, he's usually among the top 3 in race, but in quali he seems a little off sometimes.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that. His one that pace isn't bad, but isn't good enough to be up near the front. So he has to work on that.
Well, I mean, he is near the front sometimes, but we rarely see him on pole, to say it like that.
Yeah, I think one pole, I think. Might be wrong with that, but...
I cannot remember.
But we have Milam on the first lap in a Williams.
We do. And he's on medium tires right now, however I see a lot of drivers on soft tires.
A lot of people on softs.
I'm not gonna lie, Marshall. I do believe soft hard is the strat here. Even though you said medium hards, but something I've noticed on this game is just like a lot of tracks, like Bahrain as well. Like you usually like medium hard was a better strategy on previous games, but on this game, like soft hard is the better strategy. So it is a little different in strategies here sometimes, and I think we're gonna see a lot of soft runners.
Yeah, while I was talking then, I just noticed, look at the bottom of the leaderboards, Matt is on the qualifying lap.
Are you gonna let yourself get baited now?
He doesn't normally come out of track, I don't think.
No, he doesn't, but you know he's baited us before with that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, Milam sets the first lap with 1:33.3.
I'm just on board with Matt to see if he comes into the pits or finishes his lap.
Nonetheless, Betty on pole so far. James K on pole now with a 1:31.1. Marcus going into the pits. D takes pole so far with a 1:31.1.
So if it's dry for your race on the weekends, Andre, would you go mediums hards or soft mediums? Because the softs can only last about 4 laps, 5 laps, right? Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go soft mediums.
No, soft hards.
But
As Matt does pit.
he does pit here. I don't know. You know me. I don't do any practice, Marshall. I choose the strategy when
On the grid.
yeah.
Outside the top 10, probably.
Also, yeah.
He's on a, I think Panda's on a lap.
No.
Is he not? No, he's not.
Don't believe anyone is on the lap right now.
I see Dion now on the mediums. So he's followed what I said, and there we go, Matt's retired.
He did try to bait you.
Yeah. Not for the first time.
Nonetheless, though, we have Dion starting his lap in a matter of moments now, as he crosses the line right about now, and he's on his lap, going through that long first corner. Really a corner I like on this track.
Yeah, it is quite fun around it.
However, this traction zone I've never enjoyed that much.
In the way, it's awful.
It just feels like you have no grip in that corner. However, coming into the fast left-right-hander now, though. Also, fun section for racing. As Dion goes through on his medium tires. And then this corner, not sure if it is like it's been on previous games, but really gotta be careful about clipping the inside curb there. I remember on previous games at least that you just get yourself flung off if you do that.
Yeah, since it's an exit curb, then just spits you out into the wall.
Indeed,
Seems
and now
clean from Dion still.
And now we have Dion into the hairpin, probably the main overtaking spot today. And going in towards the final corner and towards the line. This is gonna be a 1:31.5 and not too bad of a lap for Dion on the mediums.
Only 4 tenths off Steve on pole. And roughly, soft are usually about 6 tenths quicker, so if that's on soft, it could have been on pole.
Indeed, and now Black Phoenix is on a lap as well. He is heading towards the long straight. Also on a set of medium tires into this long right-hander. Also a corner where it can be a little easy to like lose traction if you go too tight in the beginning of it.
Yeah. And I see he's got that repping that Michael Schumacher helmet, which goes really well with the Alpha.
True, true. Now into the hairpin. Trying to put it down as much power as oh, a little out in the grass there. Hopefully that hasn't lost him too much. And then through the final corner and over the line. It's going to be a 132 flat, which puts him in 7th, but more importantly, behind Dion, as you said.
Yeah. I think Black Phoenix will go on another run in the mediums. I think he can beat that.
Possibly.
I see Toast on the last corner. He's just got invalid on the last corner, which would have been a 32.5, which would have put him P8.
I'm not sure. It says Abmo is on a lap and he is pushing, but he has barely any RS though. Gonna follow him though.
He's gonna run out down the straight.
But yeah, I think so too. I think he's gonna run out of his ERS. But we'll see coming out of. He can't be pushing. It looked like he was going really slow out of that corner.
Surely he's back up. It doesn't look quick down the straight either, or is it just me?
I do not know.
And this is his second lap on his tyres, I think.
Says he hasn't done a lap on those tires yet, but that could be wrong then.
He's done the 33 flat apparently.
Well, jumping over to James Cato, he's heading for the long straight in a few moments as well. Currently 3.5 tenths up on his time.
I'm just watching Dino come down to the hairpin. I think that's also a Michael Schumacher helmet. That's nice as well.
Really noticing about the helmets today, aren't you, Marshall?
It just goes well with the car. As Dino, yeah, they got a 31.5. Is 2 tenths off the quickest time.
Oh, JMK spins it out of the hairpin. And I would be lying if I said I haven't done that before. It is a painful thing to do. Nonetheless, we've gone over to Sabetti then, as he is finishing. Are you joking?
JMK did Hamilton in the pit lane, but luckily there's no gravel.
Ah, lucky. Sabetti did not improve his time.
But
almost looks like he's going for another lap, actually.
I don't think you mentioned it, but Steve has improved his lap to 30.7.
Ooh, you're right.
So that's 4 tenths clear to JMK now.
Interesting. Might look like Steve's the one to beat in quali right now.
I'm just on board with Panda. I think he's on the lap. He's definitely pushing.
It says he's on 2 lap old tires though.
Yeah.
So I hope he's not on the lap then. Like you said earlier, the softs aren't very useful for a lot of laps, and then doing 3 laps on them quali would not make it any better.
Yeah, put you in right disadvantage. Everyone's got a custom helmet today. What helmet's that? I think that's the end racing thing. Just on the straight you can just see the helmets and they just look nice.
And you were right, Panda is gonna complete this lap, and it's gonna be...
Oh no, he didn't back off, he's just run out of fuel.
Oh well, that's a rip.
Yeah, he's got the whole lap to go around with no fuel. At least it's P11, it's not in the top 10.
You say that, but Toast is gonna be starting a lap soon, so...
Yeah, interestingly, we haven't seen Alamondra or Luke on track, I don't think.
Alimondo was out on track earlier, but he didn't actually do a lap. He went into the pit again, so...
As Candice retired.
Toast has started his lap. Going through this long right-hander, going wide to then doesn't actually go that tight on the exit of turn 1 there.
Yeah, I'm just looking where Don is. P4 in the mediums. If he stays there, he has a really good chance of winning this, I reckon. If he can keep it clean and just get out of trouble.
So it's not looking bad for him so far. I can see that Black Phoenix is
In P8, so he's got
on
traffic
an out lap too. But right now we're still following Toast as he's coming towards the long straight now. Only has this tight left-hander before he has that long right-hander.
You have to avoid that curb on the outside. You can lose so much time down the straight.
You do, and it's so easy to get on it because, like, you, of course, you want to push as early as possible, and if you just do that, then you can drift a little wide and end up on it, and then you're just gonna be losing time.
You lose just from the traction, all the way down the straight. You're just losing time, and it's just horrible.
Oh yeah. Nonetheless, though, Toast coming towards the line, and it's gonna be a 1:31.7, which places him in 7th at the moment.
Where's Black Phoenix? Black Phoenix is coming down to the hairpin. I see Alamanda. Where's Alamanda? It's still sector 2. Gendrick's last sector.
Abmo is currently on a lap, but I don't think he's up on his time.
I'm going to be watching Black Phoenix's lap, see if he can improve. He's got Williams in the way. Williams just came out of the pits, which wasn't his fault, but could have lost Black Phoenix a bit of time there.
Well, we'll see Abmo coming towards the final corner now. It's gonna be a 1:34.2, so he actually lost quite a lot of time on that lap.
Yeah, Black Phoenix was a 10th up, but that's gone deep into a hairpin, so might have lost a bit of time, but still could have gained some more time around here.
Well, we'll see in a moment.
Needs to gain at least 5.
And he is up on his time now. It's gonna be crucial for him to get a good exit from this corner onto the long straight. Didn't look too bad.
Yeah, at least arrests.
Now down towards the hairpin.
Need to get your braking right. And he has.
Going out on the outside curve to get a better entry. Now through the final corner as Sabetti has snatched pole position so far. And Black Phoenix with a 1:31.497 and squeezes it into 4th. However, we have a lot of drivers out on laps. We have a couple of drivers on out laps too, so...
Yeah, Dion's on out lap. He's trying to get position, so with McLaren. It's now Gendrick.
Interesting. I see that Alimonda is out on track now too.
I'm going to follow Dion's lap.
Oh, RP losing the back end going on to the long straight.
So Sabetti, what time did 30.4? That's a good lap from Sabetti. 3 tenths clear. Still 3 tenths clear of
JMK goes up into 2nd. RP coming into the hairpin now. Can he improve his time? He's sitting in 6th place at the moment. Through the final corner, and it's gonna be a 1:31.3, and that is an improvement and up into 4th.
ahead of Black Phoenix as well.
As Mark, he has just completed his lap, I believe.
Yeah, he's gone P9 in the mediums.
Well, let's see if Dion can improve then.
He's about almost a 10th up on his time. So right now, if he improves with that time, he'd just be ahead of Black Phoenix. As I think that was Milam up to P9 now.
Well, let's see, Dion into the hairpin. Just one more corner on his lap. There's just over 100 separating him and Black Phoenix.
Oh, I think that's
Dion
invalid then.
towards the line to improve his lap. Barely, but barely is enough, and he goes into 5th place just ahead of Phoenix. And we've jumped over
Dino's in a good
to...
lap here, I think.
It is Dino.
I think Dino could be in the 130s.
We'll see, heading into the hairpin. Braking early enough to then try and get a good exit and into the final corner. What is his lap gonna be? It's gonna be a 131. Look at that!
Oh, he's talking about his qualifying
130.2 by Dino, and look at Stee as well, 130.5, getting himself up into 3rd place there.
Well, I was literally just talking about Dino not being that quick in quali, and he just does that.
Yeah, he did say quali pace isn't the best. I'm about 6th to 8th for quali. That's what he said himself.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, though, pole position for Dino here today.
2nd pole of the season now.
Indeed, first pole since round 1.
I can't remember what track that was.
And Luke noticed Dino's comment earlier about his quali pace.
Yeah.
To be fair though, we have Dion and Black Phoenix both on mediums. Same with Mark.
Yeah.
Jendrik, who's been a little up there this season too, he also opted to quali on medium, so difficult to say what those guys would have done with the soft tires. But Dino though, 130.2, that is over a second quicker than both Dion and Black Phoenix. I'm not sure, I don't think that's just the tires then. Nonetheless, Saberi in 2nd place, Stee in 3rd, then JMK in 4th, then we have RP in 5th, then Dion and Black Phoenix both on medium tires, before we have Toast and Milam, then Alimonda on mediums, then after that we have Infinite, Jendrik, Abmo, Pander, Jiho, Baba O'Reilly and CT Ice Demon in last. And he baited Marshall. And Marshall fell for it.
It's not every day you see Matt on the track. Especially in qualifying.
Well, no.
As it looks like it's going to be a dry race.
Does look like it, but this is China though, Lewis, and the weather can change quite quickly here, so
you
never know.
A bit dark after quali, but still dry.
As the drivers are now choosing their strategies, and we are gonna finally figure out what the strategies will be here, Lewis.
I reckon mediums to hards will still be the best. Or hards.
Well,
mediums.
predicted says soft, medium, or soft, medium, hards.
How's
The fact
disqualified
that
already?
it actually said soft, medium, hards is interesting.
Soft, medium, hards. Okay, Master's
And
done. Oh, yes, that's the answer. Yes, they are.
Well, Looking outside of the out of the top 10 though, we have Infinite on mediums, same with Jendrik, Abmo, Pander and Juho, although nobody expected Juho to be on hards. Then we have Baba O'Reilly on hard tires and Matt on mediums, so one driver on the hards.
Yeah, I thought one of two of them would have been in hards, and yeah, I know that Luke likes to change his strategy a bit different to everyone else. So let's see if it works for him today.
Well, I can tell you that when I'm racing on Sunday, I'm gonna do medium to softs.
Oh, that's what happened. I was gonna say Alamonde was disqualified before the formation lap. It went into race director to see what tyres everyone was on, and he clicked to reset to track.
Ah, that is unlucky. Reset the track and oh, as Toast and Milam have both been disqualified too.
Williams Civil War.
Could be.
So, I was gonna, I was gonna say with the Williams, it could be interesting to see what they could do at the start against Dion and Black Phoenix. But now they're on cold tyres, so they won't really have an advantage to them two in front.
True.
As Sabetti and Stino gets disqualified.
Well, I mean, it is formation up.
Yeah, I just don't get how he can run into someone.
Well, quite easy. You run into someone.
Probably lack of concentration. I've seen people spin in the formation that.
Oh, and here it says one stop, soft to hards. Predicted strategy. Nonetheless, 5 red lights and away we go in a few short moments, because this is Codemasters. There we go, and it looks like a good start from Dino.
Good start from Dion as well.
As JMK is battling, but it looks like Steve might lose out to Dion. Steve's managing to stay ahead of Dion. Ooh, Steve having a bit of a tank slapper out of that corner.
Yeah, Black Phoenix crucially got ahead of RP as well.
Oh, and look at this.
Oh, Black Phoenix, that was a bit.
Oh, and that is Milam going into the back of his teammate, I believe.
So Black Phoenix has got no damage, but I think he just and just went to the side of Dion.
And you can see Toast's soft tires being better than the medium tires at the moment. You can see him really trying to attack Infinite some places there. As
but
JMK and Steve is battling ahead. And look at this, I think Steve... Oh, as Dino has lost it, and amazingly enough, he saved it to not crash it. However, he's lost the position to Zabetti though. Oh, and look at this, Dino's teammate Steve is gonna go for it on JMK into there, pin Steve on the inside, JMK on the outside. Is Steve gonna be able to put down enough power? It looks like JMK still has that position.
And Dino's just there watching.
I think Dino is worrying enough about himself right now, but look at this though, Steve trying to attack JMK again into the first corner.
Did I say Dino or Dion? I meant Dion.
Oh, you meant Dion? Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now I think we're gonna stay with Steve for the time being, as he's looking very feisty on JMK here.
He is. He needs to be careful though, and a bit patient.
Patience is key sometimes. However, Steve is clearly looking like he might have more pace in, so he wants to get a move done, but he's not succeeded so far. However, they're coming to the long straight now, so he might get another chance there if he can get a good exit here. For Dion's sake, he should just try to get a exit where he doesn't crash. Now look at this.
Did the softs overheat on this track?
I'm not sure, but I don't think they overheat as bad as they have done in the past, at least. SD is looking at the inside there. Oh, JMK having a tank slapper, but he manages to stay ahead still.
Yeah, it looks like Infinite had a moment at that long right before the straight and lost a few places.
Oh, unlucky in that case.
But
Saberi though, Saberi looking real good in the lead right now, Marshall.
Yeah, it's almost got a 2-second gap, which is out of DRS of course, so he just needs to carry on, try and pull away a bit more.
Indeed, Dion on the other end, he's looking like he's struggling a little more.
Did you see that? Steve just had a moment.
I did not see that then.
Lost the car.
Steve, actually, I can see that he has had a moment as he's now under pressure from Dion.
The mediums are doing well to keep up with the softs, to be fair.
Well, they are so far. Jendrik, I just realized, but he's jumped up a few positions after the start too.
Yeah, I think it was like P12 or something.
Now let's see then, JMK doesn't get a good enough exit to really challenge Dino down the straight. What about Dion? He's gonna be a little too far back on Steve as well.
That Ferrari does look quick down the straight. And so does Alfa Romeo.
Black Phoenix dives it down the inside on Dion there.
I'm not sure
if he really intended to go for it first, because like it looked like he pulled out very late there. Yeah, he did manage to break down though. Oh, and look at this, RP going side by side with Jendrik here. Jendrik on the outside goes way too wide.
Oh, he's sent it into turn 2.
Oh, he has. But Jendrik though, is he gonna make a dive for it here? Jendrik on the inside of RP, he goes for it. Is he gonna be able to get that position as he moves up into 6th place then?
Yeah, I noticed as well, Dino's pitted for a set of mediums, so he's definitely on a 2-stop.
Oh, 2-stop. Interesting.
I'm not sure if he had damage or anything, but he's on a 2-stop, of course.
Well, to be fair though, Marshall, there is such a thing called safety car too, so maybe 2-stop would be the better option because of that as well.
Talking about safety car.
As Infinite is out.
Yeah.
And I think he's had a crash with Pander, as I saw Pander standing still in around that area. What about Stedo closing that gap on JMK, not really getting a move there?
Look at Sabetti. 3 seconds now. Sabetti's gone.
Sabetti's really bolted away here.
Yeah.
SD once again tries to get closer to JMK, but not able to get a move done yet.
I expect the mediums to be quicker around now, I reckon.
Well, around this point. Let's see, Steve, can he get a move done? He's still not going to be able to get a move done here.
I think he's wait for the main straight.
It might be, but so far though, his best attempt of doing an overtake, I think, was lap 2 or something when he was on JMK's inside. Just didn't manage to get a good enough exit of the hairpin.
Yeah, it looks like JMK's juggling on tyres more.
However, Steve getting really close here now. If he can just nail this exit out of this long right-hander. However, you can see him struggling with that 30 air, going a little bit wide in the
Yeah.
middle of that corner, and the gap has gotten a little bit big. But let's
Keep an eye on
see,
Black Phoenix as
DRS is open, he's closing that gap. However, is it gonna be quick enough?
Too far. Black Phoenix was in DRS of Dion, and Dion didn't have DRS, so... It's
Dino
not
further
very
down the grid though, on the two-stop strategy right now. Right behind Pander,
JMK
he
pits.
surely has to go for the move, he can't be held up on this strategy. And he goes for it and easily gets it.
So JMK pits, I'm not surprised, he was struggling on them softs.
And Milam joins him in the pit as well.
And now look at this, Dino and Black Phoenix all over Ferrari of 16.
I believe you meant to say Dion there, right?
Do I keep saying Dino?
You keep saying Dino.
Yeah, a bit Dion.
But you're right though, Dion is getting fairly close to Steve here. However, Steve does have clean air now, so maybe he'll be able to up the pace. I'm not sure though. I think those tires he's on is just like too close to the end of their lifetime now.
Yeah, you can see him just turn in and understand on the traction. It just looks horrible.
Let's see here then, going on to the main straight. Well, not the main race straight, it's actually the back straight. But it is the long straight. Let's see, Dion not really that close.
But Higgs, the DRSM's battery, can he use any of it? Chuck it down the inside,
Oh,
maybe?
Dion is looking at it.
Oh, he actually was
And a little
expecting him to chuck it.
confused. I think there's a little confusement between the drivers there, but Steve remains in second place. As he goes into the pit, yeah.
Let's see who was it? JMK. Where's JMK? JMK's at the hairpin now. Oh, then JMK's on mediums as well. People actually going for 2 stops.
Interesting.
A lot of people are actually on doing 2 stops. Oh. But Steve is on the hards, so he's definitely going to the end.
He's going to the end then.
And Zabetti, the only one not to pit from the softs.
And that gap is going down now, so I think it's a mistake to still be out for him.
Yeah, he needs to pit this lap.
Yeah, you can see that like the gap is going down pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, it was 2.7 just then, that was pretty much less than 2 seconds.
And I won't be surprised if he actually manages to get himself undercut here, because that gap between him and Dion is going so quickly down. It's gone down to 1.9 right now.
I think his biggest rival was Steve, who's on the hards, and he had about 3-second gap to him, so as he does pit, thankfully.
Dino on Matt here. Matt is not moving out of the way right now, but
now
it looks like he is now. For a moment I thought we were going to see him fight for his position, but he did not. He did let Dino. See, now you got me started. Now I'm starting to say Dion for Dino.
They just need to change their PSN names.
But Zabetti though, he's going on too hard, so he's going to the end from here, but he's lost out to JMK and Dino.
Yeah, that's alright there because they're mediums.
And well, if he lost more, he would have lost out to Steve too, as we can see that Steve is within DRS range on him now. Yeah. But we can see that Zabetti is looking feisty and he wants past Pander. However, Pander knows that his teammate is ahead, and Pander would probably make it as hard as possible for Zabetti.
As to be fair, the mediums don't look bad on board with Sabetti. Yeah, I can't. I just can't today.
Oh, Dino getting close to Bob O'Reilly here now, going on to the main straight.
Should be an easy move with DRS.
In theory it should, but it looked like Dino struggled a little on exit there. However, he's closing that gap now and going towards the hairpin. Dino is going to take that position and move up into 5th place.
Yeah, Luke didn't fight that. He just did
Oh,
his
but
own
look at
race.
this though, Steve on. Oh, and look at Pander. He's gone way deep. He's gone off to Narnia in the hairpin there.
I think Panda had the spin, isn't it? Oh no, yeah. I thought he spun as well, but he didn't.
A little bit of a shame though. It looked like Steve was gonna go for a move there, but aborted. Oh. Well, one thing is for sure, he is definitely trying.
He wants to win.
Currently, well, Steve is actually on the same as strategy as Sabetti, so yeah.
Yes, it's taken hard much longer than these medium runners though at the end.
Indeed.
What lap would he say the medium runners have to hit? About 13, lap 13. Lap 12, lap 13, I reckon.
Well, let's see. Probably gonna pit on lap. I'm not sure. 13, around there, yeah.
Yeah, so I said, it'll be silly if you do more laps on the mediums than you do on hards. Oh, you've got a yellow flag.
That is mile, maybe, no?
Yeah, I think it was, as Jane Page just got past Matt.
Oh, RP on Toast. Toast breaks later and keeps his position.
Oh, RP's got that revving glitch for me, that's horrible.
You know, I just noticed, Marshall, but Dion has broken DRS with Black Phoenix. Well, I say that, and now Black Phoenix is inside DRS again. But look at this, though. Steve is trying to challenge Sabetti here. Coming out of turn 2, Steve still is ahead right now, and he's gonna take that position and move up into 9th.
That was an unnecessary penalty for Sabetti.
He took it too tight there.
Yeah. Could have avoided that easily. But JMK all over Luke. I swear Luke's got Luke. No, he just got past Matt. He wants that DRS. He thought about going down the inside, but he was like, no, I want the DRS.
Well, let's see now. JMK trying to get a good run here. And he's definitely gotten one. He's right on Luke's rear before the DRS starts. However, he didn't get to use that slipstream a lot though, but he's still gonna take the position.
Yeah, Black Phoenix pits going for the undercut.
Oh.
So that's interesting. End of lap 10 to lap 11, he's pitting in for hards. Let's see where he comes out.
Oh, Steve on Matt. And Matt is actually... I looked like he was gonna fight him on the outside there, but I do think he's just taking the wide line to let Steve go.
Yeah, and Sabetti and Steve are ahead of Black Phoenix, so...
Oh, you're right. And that's not gonna make it any easier for Black Phoenix right now.
Yeah. So Dion, if I was to I'll push, try and do like 2 quali laps maybe, and hit him hards.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's gonna end up in this train no matter.
Yeah. as these quite close to Luke, but I'm not sure if it's close enough
I
to get him out
do
straight.
not believe he's going to be close enough to make the move here, although he is gaining a lot through that corner.
And Dion...
But he's going to have to push like a madman to make that move, as we see that Sabetti is going past Matt. However, look at this though, Black Phoenix also there going for it. And Black Phoenix up into 8th place as he passes both Sabetti and Matt in the hairpin.
Yeah, Luke's lagged out.
I didn't notice.
And Alamanda's pitted into softs.
That is interesting. And Dion has managed to actually push there, and he has come out right behind Steve Marshall and ahead of Phoenix.
Yeah. And look at this. Steve, Dion, that Phoenix is Betty, all fighting for the winner. Look how close they are. You can all of them.
Indeed. However, Dion and Phoenix both have a tire advantage right now against those though, with a little fresher hard tires.
It's going to be interesting to see where Gendrick comes out as well. Who stayed out on the mediums. Oh, could we get a safety car? That would help Gendrick.
That would help Gendrick a lot.
Yeah. It's just not the game.
But
the game doesn't want a safety car. That would spice up the race, that would.
It would, but it doesn't look like we're getting safety cars today.
Yeah, it's back to F1 2019, it looks like.
2018, you mean?
20... Yeah.
Or 2019 before the patch, yeah.
Yeah.
Black Phoenix though trying to close on Dion.
Luke was under a good strategy as well, and he just lags out. Such a shame.
That is unlucky, as Gendrick is in the pit now and Dino is left in the lead.
So Black Phoenix is ahead, so Betty's ahead. Is he going to be ahead of Matt? No, he isn't. He's ahead of Alamonda though. But Alamonda's going to be quicker than Softs.
Now that is a fair point, however I'm not sure. I think this might have been a mistake from Alamonda in his pit stop.
Yeah, it was... I'm pretty sure he started in mediums.
He did.
Yeah.
And look at this, Alamonda having much more grip than Gendrick right now, as he's trying to find a way past Gendrick.
Looking a bit more overcast, but I don't think it's going to rain.
Well, no. However, although if rain was incoming, that would explain Alimonda's decision to go on softs. However, I don't think it is incoming. Oh, yeah. As Alimonda and Gendrick goes right into each other on the straight, and that is a safety car. And Dino is not really that lucky, as he went past the pit entry.
What happened? How did you crash?
However, Black Phoenix and Sabetti are both exploiting this. They're going into the pit. They're going to be going on to a fresh set of mediums.
Dino and Gendrick already passed the pit lane.
Yeah, they are unlucky. I think it's going to be difficult for them. However, it depends how many people are going to be pitting though, although it looks like most people are.
Yes, Black Phoenix and Sabetti on a new set of mediums, which should go to them quite easily. So they're going to be pretty quick. Then we've got Juho and Matt both in the points. Oh yeah, plus Luke's strategy, it was on hards. It would have been perfect for him right now.
Oh, you don't need to rub it in for him, Marshall.
No, I just read the chat. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so unlucky.
It would have been perfect, Luke. It would have been perfect.
You're still P5.
Well, yes, but that's not really him, though, you know.
Yeah.
However, let's see then. They're behind the safety car. Let's see if anybody dives in for tires. I'm sure Dino and James K both are gonna do. However, I'm a little less sure about Steve and Dion because, of course, they are on tires that should make it to the end. But there is Black Phoenix and Sabetty both not too far behind them on fresh mediums as well. So
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Dino and Demke didn't pit.
well, Dino and Jim King have to, but the Steve and
Yeah.
Dion doesn't have to, and they chooses not to, as it would drop them quite far down on the grid. Of course, for Steve, he would have to double stack if he chose to pit as well. So
Yeah. So,
but that crash though.
what happened? I didn't see it until the aftermath of it.
Well, not quite sure to be honest. Jendrik and Mark were both side by side on the straight as far as I saw. Matt was right ahead of them. I think Alimonda, I think he didn't have anywhere to go, and I don't know, Marshall.
What was it kind of the Spain 2016 when like Rosberg squeezed Hamilton onto the grass? Was it kind of like that or?
I think Alimonda looked like he was boxed in. I think, and I don't know. It's difficult to say. Didn't have the best view of it.
Yeah, we'll definitely see it after the race. Pretty sure about that.
Probably.
So
You know,
Matt
one
Phoenix,
lucky thing for Stiem Dion though, Marshall, is that since Luke has lagged out, then they have an AI car behind them, and in
yeah,
between themselves and Black Phoenix and Sabetty.
but Matt Phoenix is
And
better on the quicker
well,
tyres. So
you know how AI cars are on safety car restarts.
I'd
However, Luke,
say actually, I guess they're slow.
they're not, they're not the best, no.
Yeah. Is
But
there anything wrong with
that
this
is
game?
unlucky for Black Phoenix and Sabetty, because Luke are not allowed to go back in the lobby to retire his car, so we will avoid that mess anyway.
Yeah.
But it could end up dropping Black Phoenix and Sabetty out of Dion and Steve's DRS zone, so we'll have to wait and see.
And I believe Steve's got a penalty. I'm not sure about Dion, but I know Steve's
I
got at least
don't
one
think
pen.
Dion has any pens. I know that Steve has one pen
I know.
at least.
I think Sabetti's got one pen. Well, I know it.
Sabetty
Yeah.
has a pen too, yeah.
Yeah.
However, Black Phoenix, as well as Dion, I don't think he has any pens either.
Yeah, I don't think Black Phoenix has.
As I believe the safety car will be coming in on this lap.
Yeah, I just looked in the Discord chat. Alamon just took full blame with the incident. So, yeah, I don't know. I need to see it. If Black Phoenix can get this win, it'll be his 5th win of the season.
Well, that is a big if. He has 2 cars, well, 3 cars out of him, although one is AI, but he's gonna have to overtake those cars first.
Yeah.
And even though his mediums should make it to the end without any issues now, Dion's hard tires might actually be better on the last few laps of the race too, so we'll
Yeah,
have to wait and see.
if Dion or Stee wins, it'll be their first win of the season, so... And Zabetti, don't count him out yet.
It's kind of weird to think about, because I know that Dion has been in a position of...
A few times to win.
yeah.
I've noticed, I think it was at Netherlands, when he was the quickest and he just bottled it.
Yeah, it was. Got a second place there.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, Stee's slowing down the pack now as they make their way towards the final corner, and Stee goes before the final corner, and
I see what you mean with the
Dion
AI.
is right at him. However, Black Phoenix and Zabetti has been screwed a little over by Luke's ghosted car as they've lost over a second to the front runners.
Yeah, that AI was so slow. But they'll probably catch him
And
up when
that's
the
exactly what I meant to. However, it looks like they will be catching up. However, I do believe that might have something to do with the fact that Dion also tried to overtake Stee there.
Yeah. I just see Luke's name just dropping down, and it's just sad to see.
It is.
Free position for everyone else, they won't say no to that.
Well, looking at it on the bright side, you can say, yeah.
And
Now let's see then, heading on to the long straight. I don't think
Black
Dion
Phoenix
has had a good
lying.
enough exit. However, look at Black Phoenix. He's gonna try and challenge Dion as there has been a
RP's
crash, I
round.
think.
Yeah, RP's round. It looks like
And look at this, Black Phoenix on the inside, Dion on the outside. Dion's gonna try to go for a switchback. However, he can't put down enough power, and Zabetti almost loses the back end there too.
oh, Black Phoenix! He's bottled it! He's bottled it!
Oh no!
He's
done a Giovinazzi.
I shouldn't laugh. Oh,
Oh, and you gotta feel for him.
oh no. I'll feel bad for laughing. Look,
Well, I mean, I do get what you mean, but it is it is a little difficult not to laugh when somebody does something that you like you've seen it happen in real life.
I've saw it so many times, yeah.
Yeah, hasn't Giovinazzi done it twice or something?
Yeah, and Alex Albin done it once as well.
Latifi would have probably done it this season if they were racing China.
Yeah, most likely.
But nonetheless, back to the race, and we can see that among the front runners there is starting to become like some small gaps that like it's not going to be that close. But look at Dino though, he is right on the back of Milam.
This is Dino's chance to get closer to Black Phoenix in the championship.
That is a good point. As Dino goes right down the inside on Milam. Milam tries to break later. However, Dino is going to take that position and move himself up into 4th place. And he's almost within DRS range on the cars ahead of him.
And he's at the mediums as well, so he should be...
True.
He wasn't pole today, Dino, so he's definitely got the pace.
Steve's still looking quite good though. Managed to gap Dion at the moment.
Yeah, Steve's got the penalty as well, don't forget.
He does.
And then there's Betty's got one. I'm not sure about Dino.
You mean Dion?
I meant Dino.
Oh, you did mean Dino this time.
Yeah.
So you just ignored Dion then, I guess.
Pretty much. I don't think he's got one.
I don't think it's got one either. I don't think him or Dino has a penalty, but we will find out at the end of the race. However, Dino trying to get within that DRS range on
I think he's just in it, I think.
and I think he might have just about gotten DRS as they head on to the long straight.
He hasn't got it. I don't think he's got
And
it.
he doesn't, which is a good thing for Steve. You can see Dino struggling down the long straight, not really gaining anything on the cars ahead. JMK made the move on Milam into the hairpin.
Got Alamonda down the inside of Abmo at the hairpin. Abmo's coming back at him though. But Alamonda's ahead.
Milam looking like he's trying to stay with these guys.
Oh, England's playing today. I didn't even know. I just got a notification
Just
on my
doing
phone.
comms for a race, but that's what Lewis is focusing on.
I just got a notification on my phone saying it's kick off.
We can see that Steve's still maintaining that gap to Dion, making sure that Dion won't get a chance to overtake him.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Sabetti. I thought it'd be a bit closer to Dion. But them hards are working quite well for him.
Well, they are, but I think Sabetti
he's
might
on
get a
one.
chance there. Who
Oh,
is
Abmo is
that? That is
That's
Abmo,
Abmo, yeah.
but he's not out. But look at this though, Sabetti, he's gonna get a chance on Dion here. Sabetti on the inside, Dion on the outside. Sabetti is gonna move up into second place. Dion trying to make some sort of switchback, but it looked a little like Sabetti parked it on the apex. And he moves up into second.
Dion's got penalty.
Oh, he definitely has now. And look at this, Dion is gonna challenge Sabetti into turn one. Dion on around the outside.
That was so close.
And is he gonna be able? We still have them side by side, but Dion takes that position back, but Sabetti's gonna try to make a switch back. And look at this, Sabetti doesn't really get a good exit, and he's gonna go get told to sit down in third place again, Marshall.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, if Dino's got no pens, he could be on for the win here.
Well, obviously.
Call me Mr. Obvious. Mr. Obviously.
Actually, the other side of that, Marshall, is that if Dino doesn't have any pens, Ferrari could be on for a 1-2 right now.
That is true. Yeah, that'd be huge for them in the constructors.
Oh, it would, and right
He's
now.
having a moment. Dino's good over.
Oh, and I think that is going to invite Dino to take that position. Down the long straight, Dino pulls out of Sabetti's slipstream. He takes that position. Sabetti is looking feisty though, but he's going to have to sit back and take that fourth place while Dino moves up into third place. And Dino now is going to apply some pressure to Dion, and that could help his teammate out as well.
Yeah, it looks like Dion's starting to capture Steve a bit as well.
Could be. Obviously, Steve's on the oldest tires on the grid right now. Well, not actually oldest, as Luke's AI is still strolling around on 20 lap old hards apparently. But you're right, Steve's looking like his tires is starting to get a little bit of a beating right now. However, luckily for Steve though, I think we're gonna see Dino passing Dion before Dion passes Steve at least.
You could see like a proper Ferrari scrap if Dino gets past. If Dino gets past Dion, he's juggling for their names all day. and they're fighting each other. Oh god, that's gonna be confusing.
Now, look at this. Going on to the long straight. Steve hasn't really gotten a good exit there. And this might be a three-way fight down the long straight.
Dino's got no battery. It's literally 3%.
You're right. Look at that. Dion showing himself in the mirrors of Steve there. Steve though still in the lead, but just about ahead of Dion.
As Dino gets
takes a penalty.
So
and with that, as far as we know, they all have one penalty, but Sabedi...
It's Dion.
Yeah, why you say Sabedi?
I have no idea.
You're confusing me now too. Nonetheless though, Dion up into first place now, ahead of Steve and Dino. Dino, is he gonna go for that move?
Yeah.
And it's team orders. Clearly, you could clearly see Steve giving him the position there, making sure that they have that Dino is closer to Dion.
Yeah, Dino looks like the quickest person from this top four. And look at JMK. JMK's now with this train. So they don't count JMK yet. I'm not sure if he's got pens.
Oh, Sabedi is showing himself to Steve there. Steve is struggling on those old hards now.
You can just see with his turn, he's just juggling with understeer.
He's done a great job so far, but I do think he's just been on those tires for too long now. You can see Sabedi on the outside of Steve into the hairpin. Around the outside, and he goes out on the AstroTurf there, and he loses traction, and Steve manages to stay in front for at least one more lap, unless Sabedi is gonna make it into turn one.
We can definitely see who's the Kimi Raikkonen of Ferrari.
There is no Kimi Raikkonen in the Ferrari anymore though, Marshall.
Yeah. I can miss Raikkonen in the Ferrari.
Same. Nonetheless though, Steve still managing to stay in third. But he is under a lot of pressure from Sabedi here. JMK has gotten himself onto that train, Marshall, but he's not really... He's not really managing to stay as close to these two as... well, Sabedi is staying to Steve, however, Sabedi is staying really close to Steve right now.
Yeah, and looking at Dino and Dion, I think them mediums of Dino are starting to die off a bit because Dion's pulled out a good gap on them now, over a second.
He has indeed. However, we're gonna stay on with Steve and Sabedi as they're going down the long straight once again. Sabedi closer this time. However, Sabedi is also out of ERS though, and that could become an issue for him, as he's thinking about sending it down the inside, but he can't really... Oh, and I think there might have been a small tap between JMK and Sabedi there. However, Sabedi looking like he's overspending his ERS a little, which is going to make it more difficult for him to actually pass Steve.
JMK's got a lot, and JMK is going to send him to turn one.
And he does indeed, but look at this though, Sabedi coming back on him with the switchback and up into fourth place, managing to keep his position.
That's a great move from Sabedi there.
It is a great defensive maneuver. And I can probably say, I think I can tell that Steve's probably happy with those two battling a little too, getting a little pressure off him.
Yeah, it's still right behind him though, so he can't lose concentration at all. And Dino is starting to close in a bit now and Dion again.
He's trying to get within that DRS zone again.
Yeah.
But let's see then, Steve, can he defend on the long straight one more time? Doesn't really have the best run onto it though, and I think he might have messed that up. Sabetti's on the inside, Steve was on the outside. Don't really have a view on Steve right now. But Sabetti though. And I think Sabetti has it now, however.
Oh, JMK absolutely sent it into the hairpin.
And I did not get a good view of that.
Well, Steve just stays ahead. And we've got Almondo quite close to toast, so I'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, and the gap between Dino and Dion now getting really close to. But look at this though, JMK down the inside on Steve in turn 1. And up into 4th place for JMK.
Yeah, he had Steve covered. He learned from the lap before. He had to defend a bit more after the turn 1 bit. But
Indeed.
Let's look at Dino. Well, did Dino make a mistake or?
I don't know, but Dino is at least closer to him again, and looking like he's gonna be going for it on the straight.
Yeah, and let me just see if Steve can keep up with James and Sabetti, but then really on hard now.
But let's see, Dion and Dino.
I think Dino's a bit too far behind.
And it's looking like it, however, Dino hasn't had that bad of an exit. They're both extremely low on ERS though.
He's gonna send it.
And he sent it, and he goes up into P1.
That's the last thing you want to see if you're Black Phoenix.
And Steve is struggling now. He's not managing to keep up with Sabetti and JMK.
Tosin Alamondo's just got passed up to P7.
However, JMK is going to make the move on Sabetti into turn 1. We've seen this before. Sabetti, though, he breaks early. He's going to do the same maneuver again. He defends his position by taking the inside there, but he's on the outside now. And JMK is getting a little better traction on the exit and takes P3 away from Sabetti.
This is a proper little scrap between these two.
However, I do not think this battle is over. I think we're going to see Sabetti trying to take that position back.
Let's look at... Looks like Dion's just in DRS, but it's falling a bit away. Oh, Sabetti's had a poor run through there.
He's not had the best run now. Luckily for Stedo, he is within DRS range again now.
DMK penalty. I'm not... That could be his first. I'm not sure.
It could be actually, I'm not sure about him.
Yeah.
All I know is that everyone inside the top 5 have at least 1 penalty each.
Yeah.
As down the long straight, Sabetti is not getting close enough to JMK here.
He's just behind them, just watching.
Praying for his tires.
Yeah. Oh, Sabetti's gone a bit wide. And Theo was close into turn 1, but he can't get past.
Final lap of the race. We have the 2 leaders separated by half a second. It is so far from over as it could be, Marshall.
Yeah, that back straight could decide the winner.
Back straight, hairpin.
Yeah, penalties if they've got any more than we know of.
Indeed.
If Dino wins this will be a perfect race for him. He wins the race and Black Phoenix outside the points. And I think if Dino wins, I think he could be leading the championship after this.
I don't believe he's that close. I think it's a little more... might be actually.
I'm going to look at the standings now.
But nonetheless, final time down the long straight. Dion looks like he's too far behind. It's gonna be Dino. However, James K is not completely out of it though. Sabedi is attacking him. Sabedi to the outside. James K defends the inside.
Oh, I don't know who to watch.
And it looks like James K has managed to keep the position. But Dino's going over the line to take
Dino
P1 ahead
wins.
of Dion. Then out of the final corner comes James K and Sabedi. They stay in their position. Same with Steve. Then in 6th place will be Milam. In 7th is gonna be Alimonda. Then Jendrik in 8th. Toast in 9th. Juho is gonna be take P10. He loses P10 on penalties to RP. And then Matt is gonna come over the line to take P12. And Abmo is gonna be the last driver to finish this race as he goes over the line in P13.
Yeah, and talking about the championship, with that win, that puts Dino in first, but 8 points.
Oh, was closer than I remembered then.
Yeah, he's 8 points behind, and he's 16 for the win, so he's now 8 points ahead. Depends, it could be 9 if he got the fastest lap, which I'm not sure
interesting. 8 points separating the front 2 runners with just 4 rounds to go.
Yeah, make it 9 points because he got fastest lap as well.
9 points then.
And 1st and 5th for Ferrari, that's a great result for them.
It is indeed.
Which extends their championship lead in constructors.
By quite a good margin as well, considering Alfa Romeo didn't score any points today. But nonetheless though, it is Dino who takes the win for Ferrari. Takes pole, the win, fastest lap, he takes everything today. Dion comes into 2nd place though after starting 6th. Then we have James K in 3rd place in the end. Sabedi in 4th place, just missing out on that podium. Same with Steve in 5th there in his 2nd Ferrari. Then Milam in 6th, Alamonda in 7th, Jendrik in 8th, Toast in 9th, RP in 10th. Then Juho, Matt and Abmo before we had Black Phoenix, Pander, and who was the others again? That retired. Baba
Infinite.
Riley. Infinite, yeah.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, if you are can invite the podium to...
I've already done it.
Okay. No need, you're not getting a medal here.
I want one. But do they have the chocolate medals? I want one of them.
Not getting one of them either.
There's got JMK and Dino in the party. For once I didn't say Dion.
There's been a lot of mixing up between Dion and Dino today. You started it and I started it after some time too.
At one time I called, I think I called Dion Sabeti or something.
You did that too.
Alright, hopefully Dion will join. He was in the pre-race interviews, so...
Well, you could start off with 3rd place, Marshall.
Yeah, so JMK, so... First, wait, are you here first of all? JMK? Oh, hello. So yeah, another podium for you, I believe. I'm not sure how many you've had now, let me just quickly count, so...
3. 4,
so, yeah, this is your 4th podium of the season, with 1 win as well, so... was that you? Yeah, you've had 1 win, so you're getting used to it on the podium, so... You happy again to get another podium? Yeah, and at the end of the race, when you saw, I think it was Steve, Sabeti, them two, was he confident you could get past both of them, or? Yeah, the right scrap at the end of Sabetti. Bet you enjoyed that. He chucked it down the inside into turn one. He got like the switch back home, yeah. Then that was great racing, by the way. I loved that bit. Oh, what have I clicked? I was looking at standards. I just clicked something. Next track is Bahrain. So what do you think of Bahrain?
Yeah, it has to be one of my best tracks, but I hope I can be still on the podium someday.
Yeah, and as the season's coming to a close, are you starting to think about next season? What your targets are, or are you just focusing on this season still?
No, I'm focusing more on this season because I think next season I can do better than I did this season.
Yeah, and with Renault in the championship, I don't think I'll hit you soon was here today, but you got good points and Alfa Romeo today. So you think you could still be in fight with Ferrari and Alfa?
I think we can still fight with it.
Yeah, that'd be good to see a three-way fight in the constructors. And Sanjay, you got any quick questions for JMK?
You've covered it all for me, so just congratulations on your podium today and good luck for Bahrain.
Thank you.
See you next week, JMK. Congrats. And on to second place, Dion. So I'll let you interview on Dion now.
Alright, so Dion, first of all, quali, you went for the alternative strategy of starting on mediums. Do you think that was the right choice in the end, or?
Yeah, I saw everyone on the soft, and I thought, yeah, because I've tried in practice on the soft, and it went completely off at lap 4, and then I got a puncture in lap 7, so that would mean lap 6 with the quali lap in the race. Yeah, and after your advice, I got to go for the medium, and yeah, that was great. So after Black Phoenix crashing out of the race, it was I was yelling in my play seat. I thought finally, but
Well, fair enough. Nonetheless, though, with not long to go of the race after the safety car came out, you were, well, actually, talking about the safety car first, you chose to not pit and stay out on your hard tires. Do you feel like you made the right decision there?
yeah, no, to be honest, because I was the first to make the decision, and I thought that everyone would drive past me, and yeah. But Black Phoenix go into the pits behind me, and yeah, then everyone followed. So I was left alone, and I thought about pitting for mediums the next lap. But then everyone was closed. So yeah, there was another mistake, and I feel like I'm in front. Always I'm in front with that moment where I have to make the decision, and yeah, then
But it goes all sideways.
Yeah.
Well, it's a part of racing, I guess, to make the right decisions with pretty much no time to think about it. Nonetheless, though, you did find yourself in the battle for the win today, together with Dino, and obviously.
Dino.
Now I'm mixing up all names today. Uh, but you found yourself in the position of battling for the win together with Dino at the end there, and obviously you were on your hard tires, he was on his mediums, and didn't really look like a lot more were separating your guys' tires at the end. So, like, how did you find that final battle there?
No, I thought it was over, and with my 3-second time penalty, I could only think of second. Yeah, so keep at least 4 seconds to JMK at the time, and yeah, tried to kept it on Dino, the focus, but with the DRS, yeah, that wrong decision. That wrong decision at the safety car fucked up my race, but I'm still happy because it's not my best track. So second is a great result.
Fair enough, fair enough. Next week, though, we're heading to Bahrain. How do you feel about that track?
Yeah, bit the same, to be honest. Not my favorite track, but with a lot of practice, yeah, I can race for the same result there, and maybe a win, because yeah, if Black Phoenix DNFs another time, it would be nice.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if I want that. If Dino takes a lot of points, then like that almost kills up the championship fight in the end. However, though, talking about the championship fight, you're sitting down in 6th right now, a little behind those, behind Dino and Black Phoenix in the lead. Are you starting to focus more on next season at this point, or are you focused mainly on this season still?
Yeah, I'm afraid that after a good result in this season, I would get a higher leagues in next season, and yeah, then I could not make the results I'm making this season. But for now, I'm focusing on this season. So try to make it to third in the championship, and yeah, if Black Phoenix and Dino DNFs at Bahrain, that would be nice for the championship. And,
I see. Hoping for a crash between the two of them. I see.
yeah, like Rosberg and Hamilton, and then Max Verstappen winning in Barcelona.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, congratulations on your 3rd place today, and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
And
Bye,
I'll
guys.
let you get started on 1st place, Marshall.
I've just got a quick question for Dion.
Yeah.
When's first win gonna happen? You've had so many opportunities, but
Yeah, last season in in Monza, yeah, and this season so many times, but the strategy I still fuck it up. So
even in Netherlands, you was the quickest on the track and you still bottled it.
yeah,
Drive through.
Yeah,
drive through,
funny on the
and
safety car, I think, as well.
and at the Netherlands, I was confident for the win, and then it beginning to rain, and yeah, I'm on hard, so I pitted for hard, so bad luck, as always. Waiting for the good luck. So
Yeah, so hopefully you can eventually get the first win. You definitely deserve it.
yeah, I hope so. And
yeah, so we'll see you next week, and congrats on your P2.
yeah, thank you.
And on to the race winner, and now the championship leader, Dino.
I was not expecting to be here, put it that way.
So firstly, what a perfect Chinese Grand Prix it's been for you. Win, race win, and fastest lap. Wait, did I say win twice? I meant pole. I meant pole.
Pole, fastest lap and win, yeah.
Yeah, the Grand Slam.
Yeah, first Grand Slam I've had, so I'll take it.
Yeah, and like you said, you wasn't expecting that. Like, how? What was it? Firstly, what was your reaction when you saw Black Phoenix retiring? Was he happy, or?
A bit, yeah. I think when I saw him retire, I was, I think, still behind think I was P6 at the time when he spun.
P5, P6 aren't? Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
P5, P6. I was behind Marlon still at the time when he retired.
Yeah.
I just said, right, go for it now.
Yeah.
Get as many points as I can. Get that lead in the championship from him.
I mentioned that during the race. I said this is a great opportunity for you to get the points over him.
Yeah.
And
It's unlucky for him because he would have won that race.
yeah,
He would have been here instead of me right now.
Yeah, at the time, I started laughing because it's a crash. You see so many times that it's just a silly crash, but then I was like, I should have laughed about that, but it's so frustrating for him because
Yeah, it's a really unlucky crash for him. Just like I wouldn't expect Phoenix to be doing that at
yeah,
all.
yeah, and with this race win and the fastest lap, you're now 9 points clear of Black
Yeah.
Phoenix. With 4 races to go, do you think you can keep that?
I'd like to. I don't think I can. I know Phoenix is going to come. He's going to come back stronger, faster, more focused than probably the whole season so far.
Yeah, for sure.
He knows what he's got to do. He's just got to outscore me out every race.
Yeah, if you remember back to I believe it was Vietnam, Black Phoenix had a poor race then. Next race in Japan last week, he dominated. So
Yes.
we could see the same next week in Bahrain, but
Yeah,
hopefully you'll
maybe.
give us a fight with him.
Yeah, I'd like to have a fight with him. I've not really had a fight with him yet this season.
Yeah,
Yet
and
we've been top 2 near enough all season in the drivers.
yeah, and going on to quali, like you mentioned it yourself in the chat, you said you usually around 6 to 8 usually in qualifying. Where did
Yeah,
that come from? Was it on pole?
I have no idea. I have no idea where that came from. I flicked the stream on. I heard you saying about it, like that. I think you said Phoenix, Alamonda, and Dion was about like the fastest spring quali,
Yeah,
and then like Sabetti, JMK, Stee, and me. Like
yeah,
out of us 7, I'm round 6th, 7th on quali pace,
mm.
but was not expecting the pole at all. It's unlucky for Steve because he was on a good lap as well. I think he's lost a bit of time in the final sector.
yeah.
But yeah, I owe the win to Steve as well. He's
He did great
done a
defending driver.
massive favour for me.
Yeah, I said it in the commentary box as well. I said it's like the Kimi Raikkonen in a Ferrari.
Yeah, he played that teammate role. I think 5 laps to go when I was behind him, coming up to end of sector 1, he let me go.
Yeah, we saw that.
He knew I had the pace, so he let me go. Well, I owe him massively.
Yeah, and with that win as well, and Steve's P5, that's great points for the Constructors' Championship. I believe he was like 8 or 9 points ahead of Alfa Romeo anyway, but you've
Yeah,
got a comfortable gap now.
it's huge for the constructors now. Just need
Yeah,
to keep the consistency in it, wrap it up maybe. Hopefully round USA, I reckon we can wrap it up earliest.
yeah, I'm not sure when you can do that, but you're definitely probably the favourites now for the Constructors.
Yeah.
And for the drivers standings, it's so close between you and Black Phoenix. So
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good final 4 races.
Yeah, and
What I'd like to do is hopefully take it to Brazil and for it to be a proper final race title fight.
yeah, me and Sanjay would love that as well.
Oh yeah.
And onto Bahrain next week. How do you like the track? Do you like it or?
Eh, it's kind of like I said last week for this. It's a hit and miss track for me.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd like to. If I can keep top 5, I'll be happy. all my aim's been this season's top 5.
Yeah, your target's been top 5, but you now needed the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah.
So that's all you need as a
Not bad for
target,
my
top
first
5.
equal league, is it?
Oh yeah, as well. Your first equal league season as well. It's fighting for the championship, so it's been a great season for you. So, final question from me. I'm not sure if Sanjay's got any, but if you don't win a championship, will you be still satisfied with the season?
Yeah, I'll be massively satisfied. I wasn't expecting to be top with 4 races to go.
Yeah.
At all. If I come second, then I'll be a little bit disappointed knowing that I've been kind of top 2 all season. But nah, it wouldn't bother me that much if I came second.
Yeah, you and Black Phoenix are probably the 2 most deserving of this championship, whoever it goes to. You 2 have just been just on a different level. Like this is only your second win, but you've always been up there, fight on the podium or 4th or 5th, being consistent.
Yeah, I think it's my 7th podium now in 10 races.
Yeah, you've been so consistent this season, and that's why you're up here, fighting for the championship. And we say this all the time, consistency is the key in the championships.
Consistency is key in any championship.
Yeah. Sanjay, you got any quick questions?
No, you pretty much covered everything I was wondering about, so just congratulations on the win today, Dino. And good luck for Bahrain and the rest of the championship fight.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm back here again next week.
I'm sure you will be.
Just
See
be
what
consistent,
happens,
that should be
anything
your
can
name.
happen.
Usually you're here because you're usually on the podium. Most races. As you said, what was it, 7 out of 10 so far?
Yeah, 7
Yeah.
out of 10 so far.
So 3 weeks you haven't been there then?
Yeah.
7 you have. But yeah, nonetheless, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season and Bahrain.
Yeah, cheers lads.
And anything you want to add, Marshall?
Check out F10. I'm not sure what
Indeed, check out F10. They are currently on lap 5 with the James
they just had
Dovey
a spinner
in the
as
lead.
well.
So for anyone who still isn't satisfied with the amount of racing you've seen, you can go and watch PSGL F10 right now. But with that, this has been PSGL F11 round 10 around China. I am Sondre Sorag and I have had Lewis Marshall with me today as usual. With that, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more racing, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Good.